My wife has been cheating on me with my best friend. Our parents wants us to reconcile. Hi, welcome to my channel. Today, we've got a story from r/surviving infidelity where Op's wife has been cheating on Op with his best friend. Op has gotten a divorce but their parents want them to reconcile. Before we start, if you have any personal stories of how you got out of a toxic relationship with your cheating wife or girlfriend that you want to share, feel free to email them to me. Let's get started. First story. Almost 4 months ago, my ex-best friend's wife tells me that my wife and her husband are having an affair. My soon-to-be ex-wife was careful. He was not. His wife gave me lots of proof, including sexting and pictures. Once I learned the affair has been going on for a few years, I was done. Call logs and texts dated back when I was still working 16-hour days earning my engineering degree, including nights that were supposed girls' nights out, and I was at home watching kids. Her friends were all cheating on their husbands and covering for each other. His wife decided to reconcile purely out of lack of financial means to leave him. I chose to leave my wife. I got a lawyer and proceeded to make a plan before confronting her. Once I had everything I needed, I kicked my wife out of my house, changed the locks, split the accounts, and served her papers. She has zero claims to the house and I had movers ship her stuff to her parents. She's fallen on hard times since we split. She's had to get a place with college-age roommates and start working 2 jobs. Today my parents and her parents had their intervention of sorts, wanting us to reconcile for the kids. The kids are fine. They're with me 90% of the time. Our parents have been listening to her sob stories while she minimizes the fact she was banging my ex-best friend this whole time. She's super sorry, so it's okay. They railed about the way I publicly outed her affair and threw her out. They called it immature and vindictive. Furthermore, they think me staying in contact with the ex-best friend's wife is inappropriate despite being friends with her and her family for over a decade. They even accused us of having an inappropriate relationship despite having zero proof of anything remotely inappropriate. We are not having sex. We are not kissing. We are not dating. We babysit kids for each other, drink coffee and talk, and exchange non-sexual favors. I save her a plate of food if her kids stay for dinner a few times a week she's in class. I'm the only family his wife has in our state since her family has distanced themselves from her after her husband got caught and has been sent to prison for sex with minors, including his wife's underage cousin, and embezzling money from real estate investors shortly after he was outed for cheating. I'm beside myself. I feel gutted and betrayed all over again. Even though I've told her it's over and tried my best to go minimal contact, she just can't take no for an answer and now has everyone on her side. I'm not taking her back. She's just sorry she got caught and her affair partner went to prison and lost all that money. She's not sorry for betraying me for years while playing me for a complete fool. I worked for years to give her and me a good life and I got shit on. She'd still be fucking him in a hotel room or his car on her back had she not been caught by his wife. My soon-to-be ex-wife also made the accusations his wife outed her to get revenge on her and steal her life. My wife is now saving herself for when I take her back. My ex-best friend's wife's life has been a big train wreck. She and her kids were penniless and almost homeless since dipshit had their assets seized. I've given enough to make sure that didn't happen. She's lost most of her family through this. None of this was her fault and she was just as blindsided as I was. She's been a true friend and a confidant through all of this. Before we take a look at some replies by other Redditors, take a moment to like the video to show your support to the channel. Don't forget to leave your own opinion on the story in the comments down below. Now let's look at some comments. Nihilophile wrote, "You should make it clear to your soon-to-be ex-in-laws that they are never to contact you again, and to your parents, they are out of your life until they offer a full apology and do not reoffend. Rampant prolonged infidelity is abuse and they are trying to yoke you to your abuser. Despicable." Tercer78 wrote, "Damn, I almost hope you end up with your ex-best friend's wife at this point just to make the point to everyone else to fuck off. The only ones you owe a response to are our parents. But they are being stupidly ridiculous. Set them straight alone, without her stupid parents, explain the exact facts as they are as you've laid them out. Explain how incredibly inappropriate it was for them to think they have the right to tell you what to do with your life or to trust the words of someone else instead of coming straight to you. And then tell them to cut the shit out, or they are at risk of being cut off from you and their grandchildren. This will be the last that you speak of any event related to this, and if they ever bring it up again, expect it to be the last conversation you have with them for a long time." Op replied to Tercer78 and wrote, "You're right. They crossed a lot of boundaries and stepped into my marriage, and I'm very upset they stuck their nose in without getting all the facts. I hope they snap out of this and realize it's never going to happen. I've been diplomatic but firm. I guess time will tell what kind of relationship we end up with. Still, they're the grandparents, so I hope they choose to simply accept and move on and not make this more difficult. I'm doing my best to keep the relationship intact and close with their grandchildren. Horror Perception 50 wrote. Tell your parents and her parents to F off. Reading this is frustrating and maddening. What the hell is wrong with them? Reconcile? Nobody has the right to tell you that after your ex-wife spread her legs for years to your friend and goes home to kiss you goodnight. Tell them they are the worst example and model for your children. Who on the effing mind tells their son to get back with the cheating, lying shit spouse? Congratulations, Op, you're making the best decision for you and your kids. May karma double down on your cheating ex-wife. Cheaters don't deserve an ounce of respect. Able_engine_9515 wrote. I'm sorry you've had to go through all this, but I agree with Delta. Ignore the parents, they don't know the half of your ordeal and are just buying into her BS. You don't need more of her toxicity in your life. She made her choice and you and your kids weren't a priority. You keep doing you, good luck. White_Terrier wrote. Thank you for your kindnesses to the ex-best friend's wife, because she got the shit end of the stick. While what happened to you was unimaginatively hurtful with the lies and betrayal, the fact that her cretinous husband left her destitute is beyond comprehension. While your soon-to-be ex-wife may be rallying her banners, she hasn't comprehended the damage she has done, and I understand your frustration that it is futile to try to explain it to her, or those she has Svengali'd. Even if you took her back, there would be a nagging doubt and wondering if and when her adultery would begin again with a new player. Maybe she is remorseful? But she doesn't seem to be going about positively convincing you. It still comes off as hollow and self-serving. Maybe she should have thought sooner about saving herself for you by clamping her knees together and not giving herself to another man. Just my 2 cents. Deleted, wrote. First things first, good for you for kicking your ex out and not taking disrespect. A lot of people are very weak and think because they love someone that that's enough. Wasn't enough for your wife. I'm not even going to touch on her parents, but your parents should know better. They should want better for their son. They should have come and spoken to you to get the facts. Instead, they took your cheating wife's side. That's foul. Your parents need to be told exactly what occurred. They need to understand to not insert themselves into your life like that. I won't say keep them away from your kids, because that'll hurt your kids as well, but they need to understand in no uncertain terms your marriage or lack thereof has nothing to do with them. Good on you for helping the ex-best friend's wife, hopefully not on a continued basis. Don't take back your ex. Let her suffer. A lot of people like to say, well, that's your kid's mother, but she didn't care that you were their father and her husband while she was disrespecting you. Make sure she gets exactly what she deserves, nothing in you moving on and being happy with someone else. Good luck to you. Disastrous Draft 4717 wrote. First, I am sorry that you are going through this traumatic time in your life. It is brave of you to stand your ground and refuse to take her back. That being said, please think about a real discussion with your parents. You decided not to go completely scorched earth on her. I assume you did this for the sake of your children, but now she thinks she controls the narrative as she tries to rug sweep the heinous behavior for the last 10 years. I would advise them that you did not want to drag a soon-to-be ex-wife through the mud, because as much as you would like to tell everyone what a selfish bitch the mother of your children is, then I tell them I am not going to keep discussing, but here is the real version of events with the proof. No parent would want their child or grandchildren around your ex. I would also advise that if they continue to side with their ex and her parents, you will go through limited contact even though you need their support right now. I also think you are an exceptional human being for not getting a DNA test on your children. You love them. You love them so much that you are protecting them from a possible pedophile and a psychopath narcissist. They will need therapy because unfortunately, kids of cheaters find out. It is a rough road for them. If your soon-to-be ex-in-laws continue down this path, it doesn't matter because the divorce is going through. They can either decide to have a relationship with their grandchildren or not, but you will not be involved with the ex and any ex-wife activities. You have control. They raised the cheater. You are not to blame. Her bullshit and trying to deflect onto your relationship with your ex-best friend's ex-wife is reason enough to go no contact except for the kids. If they chose to believe her, so what? The evidence states otherwise. Maybe in their effed up world, they could forgive years of betrayal, but I couldn't and I wouldn't. Your ex had it all. You were honest and hardworking, doing the best for your family. She lied and cheated on not only you but your kids. She seems crazy enough to believe you will come back if she tells mommy and daddy you are doing her wrong. WTF. She is a grown woman. She takes no responsibility and her enabling parents allow her. However, since you already have 90% custody, please have your lawyer strike while the iron's hot and have her agree in writing for the court to order full custody. While it is disingenuous to let her believe she stands a chance, take advantage of her batshit craziness and get this in front of the judge. Good luck, Op. You are a great dad. You and the kids will get through this together. What do you think about all of this? Did Op do the right thing by not giving his ex a chance? Also, do you think Op's relationship with his ex-best friend's ex-wife is inappropriate? Let me know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Hit the notification bell to make sure you never miss an upload.